Welcome back, everybody. Today's episode of Educational Smurf is going to be me playing the mid lane with the odds stacked against me. The most they've ever been. You guys have been demanding a loss, demanding suffering. So for this game, I gave my team an average of 3,700 MMR and the opponent an average of almost 5,200, and I will be attempting to carry them from the mid lane. Let's get started. So we're against pretty decent lockdown, which does make Boots of Travel go down a bit in value. Boots of Travel generally, if you get them early enough, the whole idea is that you move really fast around the map and you can basically like kite the opponent on the map where they can't catch you. But with heroes like Disruptor in the equation, even like Monkey King as a carry can be pretty scary. Yeah, everyone knew what he meant except for Jakiro. So now that I'm kind of thinking about it, maybe Greaves are good. We're going to kind of see how the game goes because Greaves are nice for me since we're against Silencer and they probably are going to have a Pango Diffusal. But once again, like I don't want to buy an item that's relying on me grouping up with my team because that just doesn't generally work that well when you are the highest MMR. So he's going to... He thought that the Morita denied the rune?
You have my respect.
So I usually wait to place the ward until the last second, but the Silencer was being a freaking tryhard and waiting there, so I respect it. Good move by him.
What weathermancery is this?
So we're gonna be melee versus range, which means we want to spend a lot of time right-clicking the opponent because they can't really do much back to us. So I'm purposely keeping my range creep above nuke level of his spells so that he can't easily nuke it. See what I did there? That was purposeful. So we're level 2 and he's level 1, so we're going to take this opportunity to be very aggressive to secure the range. Notice how he has to run away from us since he has no creeps. He's fucking with us a bit. As long as he can't hit it twice, we're good. Backpack our branches. Use this level 3 power spike to level Spirit Siphon. And then turn around and deny. Miss the creep. So we'll just mirror him if he goes for a rune since we have so much control of the wave. So we're gonna draw the creeps with us. Go back. I'm gonna maybe miss one range for this. So I'm gonna take a wand early because Pango does cast a lot of spells. And using him, making him use Swashbuckle like that means he won't be able to use it for the creep. Missed the deny. In that case, I don't mind using a little bit of extra mana in order to secure the deny. Both groups are dying at the same time. Always backpacking items when I'm using bottle charges if I can. Trying to use up my Spirit Siphon charges as much as I can to win the harass. We're actually going to go for a Falcon Blade. Just a nice item to have. When you're going like a little bit of a semi-carry Death Prophet build. Should be able to make it back in time. I thought I was going to miss no creeps, but I did miss one. I guess two. In this case, he's got decent resources, so we're not going to prioritize harassing him as much as keeping the lane on our hill. If he wants to use spells like that, that's fine. Trying to angle so that our spell hits him and the creep at the same time. Would have thrown myself a ward at the night time, but they're not available. Rune is coming out soonish. So we do have a catapult wave and exo, but I don't know how I'm feeling about being able to push this. But since he just swashed, I think we can. I try to get the fort off for the sake of protecting my creep wave. Didn't work. This is not going to be the most epic exorcism, but we did put it off cooldown immediately. So he went base, it looks like. He has no help. So in this case, I leveled a third point in Spirit Siphon because he was doing that. I planned on healing up.
What did you expect?
It's better I would have used the glyph to protect my creeps from the swash earlier. So this is what Death Prophet kind of does, is she just applies a bunch of pressure. So sadly my team keeps taking the wards. Just kind of keeping an eye out for support rotations. Doesn't seem like any of them are coming. Silencer and Disruptor are not the most early aggressive supports. So we're just chipping down the tower. Falcon Blade's really nice for that. Just that extra right-click damage. Try to secure the rune. So in this case, since we're not really applying too much pressure to Pango now, since his nukes just clear the wave, we're going to prioritize pushing the lane out and then use our Exo on another lane.
Very good.
Yep, I'm just going to walk away.
Of course, invisibility. It is foretold.
So, use this to hit the tower. And we can TP back to mid. Don't want to lose our mid tower in the process. So we are going to go back for bots now. They're all missing, and we don't have Exos, so we're being kind of chill. Okay, looks like Words is about to carry us. So I didn't see Pango go for his rune. I'm going to scan just to make sure he's not like scouting me here. Okay, looks like Disruptor took it. So I'm going to go back for the main rune. We're going to wait until my bots are done. So this portion of the game, bots are really nice because generally once you've taken those towers, it's just not like an obvious play. There's no obvious play on the map. So the bots kind of give you a lot of choices. So we're just being like a tad greedy. We kind of like made space in the early game. We're going to be like a greedy for just a second. And then we're going to come back. So we purposely didn't buy a TP scroll because Boots of Travel do give you a new one. That camp is blocked. So we have Exo. We're gonna ping it for our teammates, but we don't feel forced to use it. We're only doing what I'm doing right now because I have a regen rune, so I can like use all of my mana and then get it back. And we can TP in. I'm gonna go pick up the rune. Rough. What can you do?
It is foretold. I shall bide my time.
So, with Boots of Travel, I'm not just gonna walk at towers, right? Because that's not what the build does. I'm gonna play away from my team, play for efficiency. I'm mainly concerned about Disruptor in regards to getting caught. I am gonna go BKB, so I'm actually gonna TP back to my team because I have no idea where this Disruptor is. I'm actually gonna take the damage this game. Helps with farming a lot. Just these casual right clicks. So I just don't know where anybody is of relevance, so that's why I wasn't willing to be like aggressive on the map. Nothing's really going on. I'm kind of like playing according to the way my team's playing. So my team's actually getting gone on mid, which means we can definitely look to clean this up. Had to Exo preemptively, otherwise we'd be in a bit of trouble. Nice. I assumed he was going to static storm me, so... Just getting as much farm on the map as possible. We're not anywhere near an objective. So that was a don't kill me Exo. But since they kind of glimpsed me into them, I felt like they were committing to a fight, so I was down to commit. So while they were dead, when I have Boots of Travel, I love to do what I just did, where you get a bunch of farm on the map, and then you go back to base. Like, use all your mana, and then you go back to base. So just a quick reset on the map. Enemy was dead most of that time. It's especially good on heroes with long cooldowns, because like I wouldn't really be doing much anyways. So we got like 2 creep waves, 2 creep camps, stacked an ancient, super efficient. And then we just went back to base. So based on what we see, based on the timer of our ulti as well, we're gonna TP top. So I say that because we're not like looking to do anything for another 60 seconds. And we also have this BKB timing coming up. So I TP away from my team because the cooldown of my TP will be available by the time I want to do something. I'm going to try to play around mid in order to get the rune. I'm going to stack these camps again, just out of efficiency because I'm heading towards the rune. Got to be a bit careful. Oh! That's why you play around objectives. I think the Ancient Camp blocked that one from spawning. Why is he ready to go? Does he have Blink? Huerta seems to be in some trouble. I'll TP. I'm gonna force him to glimpse me. Okay. Drawing a path on the map. I'm assuming the Pengo's gonna go for this top creep wave. But he actually didn't. Hero, either way, messed it up a bit. But Pudge did, so. I'm gonna need my mag to skewer this guy. For the perfect RP or something, I guess. Gotta make sure we play around the rune. This is just like relevant objective play, right? That's all I'm trying to do. So this game specifically, my BKB is really important. So because of that, I want to itemize to get a refresher. Not like immediately, but like eventually. So my next item is going to be playing into the fact that I want a refresher. So I'm going to go for the Octarine Core. This guy's not wrong that we're stronger. It's really hard to explain, but my team... Oh my god, I purged my regener. My team is just playing very passive and inefficient. So like instead of clearing this wave when they left, they didn't. So now like this wave is not pushed. So now I have to deal with this wave and top wave's not in. So okay, I'm not gonna say they're playing passively. They're playing inefficiently to the point where I don't feel comfortable doing anything because I'm just looking at the lanes. Is what's happening. So my team is feeling strong and they want to do something, but I'm telling you why they can't. So it looks like they're smoking to me. And even though we have this BKB, it allows us to farm by ourselves without being concerned. Like, that's why we have the BKB. Even if we're not using it to force anything. I am using it to farm aggressively. A little bit of a load blowing there by everybody. But that's okay. Okay, global use. Not a big deal. BKB is for. Save the silence for. Matters if I can do it here. Need to be careful of getting glimpsed. Okay. And I just TP out efficiently because that's the way to use the end of this exorcism. I want to stick around. Looks like my team stuck around. Basically, do I feel like I'm going to get an objective off the Exo? If I do, then I'll stick around. If I don't, then I'm going to take the first opportunity to TP away. So, same thing as before. Take a fight, farm our way back to base, or like farm our way around for a bit while the opponent's largely dead. We actually took a tower based off that. That's nice. I'm actually going to scan to see if they're making a move. Because sometimes, yep, they are. I'm gonna run away. Nowhere to TP to right now, so I'm just gonna run back to this. There's just nowhere to go. This lane's getting farmed. This lane's dangerous. We have BKB again. But now this, because we have BKB again, I'm gonna TP here. But this is like a purely clear the wave kind of TP. So we took ourselves off the map. Gotta be a bit weary now. Our Jakiro's being a man. Kinda just keeping an eye out for what's going on the map. Magnus going Lotus Road. Jakiro's taking that wave. Okay, a little bit of action going on here. At this point, all we're like, anytime we have like our stuff available, in this case like XO BKB, we're just trying to make sure we're available to our team, you know? So like, right now, we're not doing anything, but if a fight were to break out, we TP immediately, kind of thing. That's what I mean by available. So a fight's breaking out mid, silencer got gone on, and now there's not going to be a fight, so I'm going to TP top. The reason why we know there's no fight is there's no relevant objectives for us near there, and now the opponent's not going to fight, so. And we are super farmed. That's generally how you win these games. Okay, so we're waiting for that Muerta BKB, it looks like. He's way overstepping. I was going to TP to that, but he was like way out of position. So in this case, they're showing 4 bottom, and I have level 3 exos, so I just want to rush. I'm going to fortify that tower. Because our team's dead and we're strong, we're just trading an objective. Murta is doing some sussy McBussy stuff. Thor's gonna quickly clear the wave and back off. Our team is doing the die for their carry, even though the guy's completely out of position play. You have to be able to look at your teammates dying and ask yourself, like, is there a way to save him, you know? Like, is this guy in a good enough position to be saved? And it's like, I just looked at that and thought, man, he's so far out of position, it's like hopeless, you know? So the problem with, the reason why I knew he was out of position is because they had just shown 4 heroes bottom like a bit ago. And his response was to farm bottom, right?
I foresee a use for you. Yes, dear.
I mean, he's...
I see what they want. They're attacking the bottom tower.
There was like an entire enemy jungle that he had available to him as well. It's okay. I'm only responding to him for you guys. No, we... Spirit damage or slow? Probably the damage. So because I have Aegis, I'm willing to TP bottom.
What weathermancery is this?
We're letting this Pango continuously clear the wave by himself, which is a big deal.
Very well.
I wouldn't want to be in that middle tower.
Chad. Okay, and now that I have... Probably just sheep, to be honest. We don't have the best lockdown. We have control, but not lockdown, if that makes sense. Like, if they pop beacons, it's tough.
Well done. Their top tower is down for good. A simple job.
And Hex is just a broken item in general right now, so... Goes really well with Octarine Core and Refresher, which is what we said we're going to buy. Really nice against heroes like Pango, for that exact reason. We're gonna let this guy D-ward if we can prevent it. Damn. He got the D-ward. Okay, we're gonna stop taking that.
Congratulations.
Just being hyper aggressive. Gonna ping my exo. Gotta look to reset a little bit. We have sheep for this guy. Man, that shit lasts forever. Until our team to back. Gonna run away from our team, not TP, because they're in an aggressive spot. So when you have boots of travel, it's really important to make the distinction of whether or not you're supposed to walk or TP somewhere. Take a shard here. And generally, the importance of connecting back to your team in the immediate future is how you determine that. Looks like Rubik is eating the dust there. And we got the refresher coming up. I think I see enough heroes to TP on the street. We're gonna do that real quick. But it's like a... You know, oh, nope, I see Pango top now. So I think Pango is overly farming his half of the map. Like, he's definitely giving me too much space to do my thing. The difference between him and I is that I have bots. He doesn't. So it means, like, I'm effectively with my team top and he's not with his team bottom. Okay. So Pango's been like overly farming this area. I'm gonna check and see if he's in the trees.
Every educational Smurf game that I play on this channel is a lobby of volunteers from the BSJ community that are allowing themselves to be Smurfed on for your own educational purposes. If you guys would like to take part in these lobbies, make sure to join the Discord link below. And if you'd like a guaranteed spot, make sure you sign up at patreon.com/BSJgaming for the starters or deluxe package.
Waiting for the next wave, which he is. Yep. That's like purely reading the player, because he's just been doing that all game. Damn. Got the glimpse off. So I use Exo because I just want to make sure we get the kill. And me and Magnus, as a hero duo, don't do that much damage, so... Muerta does Roche really fast, so... Doesn't look like he wants to use his ulti. Gotta be a bit cautious since I don't have ult. We're not, like, forcing it. Why he was supposed to use his ulti on Muerta. Ooh! The tree cut. Ah, they took Roche. Ah, I'm dead probably, who cares? He cleaved him. Okay, so we're like super freaking strong. He was supposed to use his ulti on Muerta, and then we would have just finished it in time. But I'm not allowed to use voice in this, so. So at this point, we are farmed, but we don't have Aegis, and they do. So it kind of like means we have to be selective about our fight. Gonna wait for our P. It's up in 30. Just gonna push out one more wave here. We have him? Nice. We're strong.
It is foretold.
Any kill is huge. I have a extra exo, so not afraid to just pop exo for the kill. The reason why it's like nice to pop exo there is because like they're not gonna retaliate. They're not gonna try to go on me with anybody.
We've leveled their bottom tower. Fantastic.
Gotta be a bit cautious. Still have BKB, I just don't want to use it.
Radiant structures are fortified.
That was a huge wave. I'll be honest, I shouldn't have used all my shit on the Pango. I forgot he had Aegis, even though I just told you guys he did. So that was a mistake. I wouldn't have blown Refresher double sheep on him if I remembered he didn't have Aegis.
It is for those.
So yeah, pretty big mistake there. So at this point, we gotta think about what item we want. Well, we definitely want that. Probably just a Shiva's. Just give ourselves a little bit of armor at this point. Because they do have Monkey King plus Pango, so it's like, it's not like they have no physical. And we did only have 16 armor. I was willing to TP there just because I didn't really see me ever dying. There wasn't really anything else to do. So I've almost got double everything again. Probably bots 2 is the play now. Probably bots 2 into Ag Synth. Very rude, I was just trying to farm the creep wave. What? Oh. So we're gonna take this opportunity to TP bottom because our guy is dead. So just gonna do this real quick. So spell damage does work on exorcism even though it's physical. That is irregardless of whether or not it is physical, magical, or pure. It's just spell damage. Guy. Shiva's for vision. I'm gonna go ahead and pop my Exo. Didn't BKB before ulting that guy. Be careful, I have no BKBs. I have an Exo though.
What did you expect?
Be careful with buybacks. I don't have a creep wave. Gotta make sure this guy doesn't cut. You cheeky fuck. Nice play by Pango. That's what he's supposed to do. Cut the creep wave so we can't push. But, not gonna let you get away with that. Hook? They gave Rubik hook. So Pango is desperately trying to clear a creep wave. And we almost have EXO.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
If we had EXO, we'd try to end there, I think. But we don't have it, so. Almost have Accent money. Sadly, our Boots of Travel 2 died on the courier. Disruptor almost has Ag, so we have to keep an eye out for that. If we do get Static Stormed without BKB, we might actually die. So in this case, because I TP'd away from my team, I have to run straight back. Cannot afford to, like, go to the next creep wave. We don't want to give the opponent that opening. Nah, it's a refresher. Damn. So bots too are super nice because they reduce the channel time of your TP drastically, and then they also make it so you can TP on top of teammate heroes, so or allied heroes. So I can just be anywhere where I want to be as long as my team's there. So I'm just cleaning up the map, getting an extra bit of farm. I mean, this is like greedy, but I don't think the opponent can really do much about it. I'm gonna run back to my team. Probably could have sheeped him. I wasn't ready. I was trying to push ulti. Gotta be careful of getting a static storm. What's going on here? All I'm concerned about is static storm. I'm just trying to move around a lot. I can catch this disruptor. That's the ticket. Nice. Man, we never have any freaking creeps, man. Freaking Pangolier. Cutting all our creeps. Need to make sure I guide these creeps to safety. Trying to get the creeps to come join us. Oh. Had to BKB preemptively because he's got Ags. At least I think he had Ags.
Bottom tower, or it will be lost.
Get him worked up. How did I get that last hit? Ah! Oh, my team is dope. So a lot of emphasis on map movements with the Boots of Travel, as well as not forcing anything when my team was being like overly inefficient. So I think the main thing to point out from this game is to really keep an eye out for what the lanes looked like when I wasn't doing anything when I had EXO. Because just because you're strong doesn't mean you can just force things. You kind of have to like look at the map and think, okay, that lane's pushed in, which means this guy on the enemy team's going to defend, which means we can smoke to there or we can apply pressure there. But if the lanes are not getting properly pushed, whether it's by you or your teammates, doesn't really matter, then despite having really strong timings, you don't have to force them. It's not good to force the timing. And I think that was a lot of what could probably be learned from this game.